So I was talking with a close friend of mine, and he has a wedding upcoming this summer where he wanted to put some of that wedding spend onto some cards and at least earn some points that way, which is a great time for anyone to earn points when you have expenses upcoming that you know you can hit the sign-up bonuses for. Now, some of the caveats and things that he just didn't want to overthink involved annual fees. So all of these cards are going to be low annual fees that many of you can utilize if you are in the same situation. He also didn't travel a whole lot, but he at least wanted to get a taste of what having miles and points is like and how you could eventually use them for future travel. So, like I said, this is going to be for you. If you are in that same situation, you don't want to overthink or get too deep into transfer partners and using points crazy, and you don't want to pay high annual fees for those luxury travel cards. So we are going to break down some of the cards that I think would benefit a majority of people. Now, some of those are also going to be priority. And I'm going to explain why I think they are priority, but really break down a few of the cards a little bit in depth so that you can understand why they might work for you. Now, for the first card I'm going to recommend, it's going to be the Chase Sapphire Preferred. If you've been on the channel, you know that this is my first travel card that got me diving deep into points and really kind of set the stage for the future. Now, it is a fantastic card. I think it's the best initial starter card to have when jumping into points. And Chase is just a fantastic bank to build a relationship with. So I think that this is the first priority card that you need to take advantage of. In terms of that, you also need to know why to take advantage of it first, and that's because of the Chase 524 rule. So the Chase 524 rule is a rule that Chase has where if you apply to 5 personal cards within 24 months, they will not accept you for any of their cards or their co-branded cards. So that's why it's a priority. But let's kind of break down a little bit of what the Chase Sapphire offers. Essentially, it is a $95 annual fee. Right now, they have a sign-up bonus of 60,000 points after $4,000 in spend in the first 3 months. Now, they usually do have some elevated offers throughout the year, up to 80,000 points. So, right, if it is 80,000, go ahead and apply for it. I'll have some links below where you can do so. But that is pretty much a standard 60,000 point sign-up bonus and is still really solid because Chase points are really valuable. Now, in terms of that, you get a $50 hotel credit every single year. So it essentially brings that annual fee down to $45. You get good, rental car insurance and trip reimbursement insurance, which is something that most people don't think about, but is extremely valuable to have if those things do happen while you are traveling. The other good thing about the Chase Preferred card is it is one of their priority cards with Chase, and you get 1.25 cents per point when booking travel through their portal. So you get a 25% bonus. And why that is important is, first of all, the Chase Preferred card allows you to actually transfer points outside into partners. So you would need the card to be able to do so. But if you don't want to deal with partners, like I said, you don't want to go through the nitty gritty of transferring points and figuring that game out, this just gives you more value by booking through their portal. So that's a really strong benefit in terms of the Sapphire Preferred. You really get 2 times points on just normal travel purchases, 5 times points on anything purchased within their own Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. You get 3 times points on dining, and that includes delivery services and online grocery purchases and streaming services, I believe, as well. And then you get 1 times points on everything else. So that is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Like I said, I think that is a priority card for you to have. Chase is a great bank to build a relationship with. They typically will give anywhere from 8 to 15K in terms of limits that you have, pretty solid credit already, which is really good comparable credit for future applications and acceptances to other cards. So that would be the #1 priority card from the start. The second card that I'm going to recommend actually has no annual fee, and they have been creating a storm in the travel and points space because they have built some amazing partnerships, and I really like what they're doing from a business perspective and with their rewards system, and that is going to be the Bilt Rewards card. Now, another great thing about the Bilt Rewards card is you can actually earn points from paying your rent. So one of the largest expenses for many people, you might as well earn points and you can get an additional 15, 25, 35,000 points a year, depending on how much your rent is, and you can earn points from that. Now, the big caveat with the Bilt card is it does not have a sign-up bonus. So that is something to be aware of. They do have a secret sign-up bonus where you can get 5 times points back on up to 50,000 points within the first 5 days. So if you have big purchases, you might as well put them on the card once you get it and get that. So it kind of acts as a sign up bonus, but it's great to be able to earn points from rent. Now, in terms of that as well, you get 1 times points on your rent, you get 2 times points on travel, and then you get 3 times points on dining. One of the things with Bilt, similar to Chase, they're taking from the playbook is if you book within their portal, you can get a 25% bonus as well through their portal. And with the big partnerships that they have, the transfer partners, they can transfer into American Airlines and Hyatt. They are the only card that can transfer into American Airlines. They're also the only card that allows you to earn points on rent, which, like I said, is really big. And Hyatt, the only other partners or credit card companies that transfer into Hyatt are going to be Chase. So those are extremely valuable partners that they've been able to develop, which makes Bilt a fantastic card to be able to have in your wallet. Another thing with Bilt is they are stepping into the mortgage space. So I think at some point in the near future, they are going to be able to provide you points by paying it with the Bilt card from your mortgages, which is another great incentive that they're kind of putting out into the ether here that could happen soon. Like I said, they have been very valuable in terms of a lot of travel people in the space. So it's a great card to have. Third one is going to be the Citi Premier card. Now, Citi has a little bit less transfer partners than those alike with Chase and American Express, but still solid sign-up bonus. The Citi Premier card is 60,000 points after $4,000 spend in 3 months. Now, with the Citi card, I think it's a really good card just for normal spending because you can get, as of right now, there's a limited time offer of 10 times points of any hotels and car rentals booked through their portal. You can get 3 times points on any other hotel purchases, 3 times points on air travel, 3 times points on restaurants, and 3 times points on supermarkets and gas stations, and then 1 times on everything else. So as you can see, you can get 3 times on a large majority of major spending categories, which makes it a really great card to have. A solid sign-up bonus at 60,000 points, and they have a couple solid insurances and benefits of the card as well. But I think the Citi Premier card would be the third card I recommend with a low annual fee that provides just really good benefits in terms of your spending. And the last card I'm going to recommend is going to be the Capital One Venture card. Now, reason being is Capital One, pretty similar to Citi. They have some lower amount of transfer partners as Chase and American Express, but they still have partners where you can utilize those points in a way. Now, they have a really good sign-up bonus where you can earn 75,000 points from $4,000 and spend in 3 months. A good thing about this card is every other purchase, you basically get 2 times back per dollar on every type of purchase. So a standard 2 times. So anything that doesn't hit those other categories with other cards you might have, the Venture would be a great card to have. You can also get 5 miles per dollar on hotels and cars booked through their portal. But like I said, the Citi Premier has 10 times currently. But that sign-up bonus is really solid for a $95 annual fee card. Now, the difference between that and the Venture X has some additional benefits, including lounge access. None of these cards are going to give you that type of access, right? Because they don't fit into that luxury travel category, but low annual fees, good sign-up bonus. The Venture also provides you a $100 TSA pre-check and global entry credit, which is awesome. Like having TSA pre is amazing. It makes travel so much nicer when you can utilize that and not have to take your shoes off, take your electronics out of your bag. So that's a helpful benefit that they provide as well. The Cap One Venture card would be my fourth card. The reason why I want to put that last, even though it has the highest sign-up bonus currently, is the reason that Cap One pulls from all 3 bureaus. So when you apply to a card, typically these credit card companies will pull from Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. Capital One's going to pull from all 3. So you don't want to put this card at the start of you applying to cards because you're going to get into hard inquiry on all of your reports. You might as well put it last because of the sign-up bonus and you have a couple other cards. Usually you have to have pretty good credit already with Capital One, and their limits typically aren't as high or as good. So that's kind of why I put Capital One last. That is really the synopsis of 4 cards that I highly recommend. Many of you can utilize if you don't want to, think about high annual fees, if you're not looking for anything crazy in terms of benefits, but still provide you good travel insurances and good spending categories to earn points. And they all still provide partners that you can actually transfer into if you do, dive a little bit deeper into learning about transferring points. I have quite a few videos on the channel where I talk about the process of that. But like I said, some people want it to be easy and simple. They don't want to overthink it. So these also provide different options within their portals where you can make booking pretty easy as well. So as always, let me know if you have any of these cards, if you've had any, positives or negatives of working with those companies as well. And you can always join the free school community where we're always talking different strategies. I'm teaching you guys how to travel hack and utilize credit to your advantage. And as always, I appreciate the chat and we'll talk to you guys soon.